Hey, what's up guys, Coded here, and today I got a newer gameplay for you guys. Obviously I put up some Ghosts on the channel before, and I put up some Ghost GBs, but it's been a really long time since I put up a Ghost Game Battles because I haven't really been doing Game Battles. I think I said this in a past commentary why these haven't been up. The reason why these haven't been up and I haven't been doing them is not because I got bored of them or just had a bad experience. It was because my team that I play with in the video, Panic Talak and Proteus, well I call it Talak Towel, and Proteus is just Dylan. Well, what ended up happening in this video, or in the past, or what's been going on in the past month or so, since the last time we did this, like 20 years ago, was they've been playing Destiny, they've been grinding that, and the kill I'm about to get that's coming up right here, this is going to blow everyone's mind. Like, if you're not impressed by this, then I don't know what's going to impress you. This is how you snipe. But anyway, what I just want to talk about in the video real quick is I didn't really have a planned out commentary today, so I guess I'm just going to tell a story. It's not going to really be a funny story. It's going to be more of a serious, like a more grim story, like a darker story, because I usually just tell funny stories or some funny events or just give some general talk about how I feel about something or an opinion. So we'll just talk about this real quick. Is one of the reasons why a lot of people ask me why did I not get Destiny. Well, guys, the reason why I didn't get Destiny is because I have a lot of things on my plate right now. I'm going to school, I'm playing Call of Duty, I'm maintaining a YouTube channel which I upload every day. I play Black Ops 2 to play with my friends on Black Ops 2 to get Black Ops 2 gameplays. I play GTA to see GTA gameplays. I'm doing a lot of things that are taking up a lot of time, especially because I'm really trying to make the best of everything for the most part. But I haven't been on Ghost so long. This was probably my first game on Ghost in a really long time, and I'm definitely gonna do more of these. So that's the main reason why I didn't get Destiny. The other reason why I didn't get Destiny is due to the fact that I don't want to get a new game when I know I'm going to be turning a lot of time into Advanced Warfare. I'm going to be doing a lot of things. I'm going to be obviously doing GBs on Advanced Warfare, going to be stomping pubs as usual. It's a lot of things that I'm going to be planning on doing. So let's get into the video topic for the day. I said it was going to be a grim story, so let's get right into it. As you guys know, I play football. This is another football-related story, and I'm not going to give names because the story is really serious. It has to do with people already on the football team. So this happened last year, I believe, my junior year. It probably happened around this time, maybe. It happened like the end September, early October. I remember it was before I was with my ex. So what ended up happening was we went through practice. It was a Monday practice, so we never did any pads. And I remember it was really cold outside. Like all of us had sweatshirts, which makes me want to believe that this was in like early October. So we all had sweatshirts and sweatpants on. A couple guys had winter hats and gloves. So I recall this going down, and we're just sitting around chilling after the Monday. You know, I was waiting for, I didn't have my license at the time, so I was waiting for my mom or dad. I think it was my mom and dad that came to pick me up. They drive me and my boy home. So we're just waiting, we're talking, and all of a sudden we see this black Escalade pull up to the school, and they're just driving really slow. And they park, and I wasn't thinking anything of it. I was like, oh, you know, it's just someone's mom pulling up an Escalade. Then we saw like 5 or 6 guys get out this car, and they all had their hoodies up, and one of them was wearing like a wife beater in this really cold weather, and he had tattoos everywhere, and they're just sagging their pants, and they were wearing like boots. So I kind of knew what this meant because I'm friends with a lot of people that are like this. And all of a sudden, they come up to me, my boy, and my other boy, and they ask us where this kid is. They gave us a first name and last name, and you know, I'm friends with a lot of guys that are like this, so I automatically knew what this meant. This meant that they were coming here looking for somebody because they wanted to fight or they wanted to jump him. At this point, we thought it was going to be a jump. So we said, oh, we have no idea where he is. We have no idea what's going on, and we were like, you know, we don't know where he is, whatever. And then the guy goes, no, we know he goes here. If you don't tell us, we're going to have a problem. So we're like, oh, nah, he left already. We don't know if he left. He goes, if he left and if you lie to us, say we left, we're going to have a problem. And he lifted up his sweatshirt and he ended up having a gun on him. And my stomach just sank. I'm pretty sure everyone's stomach sank when they saw it. It was only the 3 of us that saw it at first. So we told them, oh, we really have no idea where he is. We ended up lying, saying that we were on JV and we didn't know. So I go back to sitting down because I was originally sitting down when we saw them. And I believe my friend and my other boy, my one friend came and sat with me, and my other boy was just standing around, walking around, looking for the kid who ended up catching the beef, who was really the main issue in this whole thing. So we ended up just waiting to see what would happen. So all of a sudden, the kid that they were looking for comes out, and our heart sank. We knew something was gonna be wrong. So these 5 guys approached this car where this kid got in. They said, "Do you know where so and so is?" And he goes, "Yeah, he's in the car." So they ask him to get out of his car, and they both get out, and they start cursing at this kid like they were in his face, like they were like screaming at him. Probably was the scariest thing that he probably ever seen. And the kid who was getting yelled at, his 2 cousins came out, and the younger cousin stayed out of it because he knew this was bad. The older cousin tried fighting one of the guys, and the other guy put his hands up and he started swinging, but he missed. And then they said that if you guys try anything, we have another car out front that's got more guns than the car. He announced that out loud. So he's sitting there cursing, and we have no idea what's going on. They had no idea what was going on. And then one of the former football players ended up getting out of the car that was already sitting in the Escalade, and he got out. And what ended up happening was, the 2 football players on our team, the kid whose boys showed up to back him up, he tried to fight one of the kids, and then the cousins and the one kid they were looking for went to their house with a bat or something and tried to get him outside his house. And that was probably one of the scariest things that I've ever seen. It ended up turning out that the boys he brought with him were his cousins and his dad, and it was a really big deal. It was just ridiculous what I saw, and just I mean, if I'm gonna give my opinion on what happened, and everything just ended up going fine. Someone's mom saw what was going on. She told the coach who was inside, and one of the coaches came out and diffused the situation, and ended up diffusing the situation. The kid's dad obviously didn't mean any harm because he started to cry, or kind of just lost his mind a little bit because his son was being bullied, and he didn't want his son to be bullied, I guess. But the kid's dad doesn't know the full story about what really happened. Honestly, I just stood out of it at that point, because I was, if someone was going to be shot, I wasn't going to be over there. I wasn't going to get caught in crossfire. So I was staying out of it. I was staying away. I didn't want to. I probably would have went and backed them up if there was a fight, but because there was a gun, I wasn't just going to back anybody up. It'd have to be like someone that was really important to me. And the kids who were getting pressed, I mean, they're my boys, but it wasn't like my best friend who I would jump in and possibly end up getting injured in some sort of way, like a serious injury. I have no problem fighting, but with that, I mean, with a gun, it's something serious. So the coach ended up defusing the situation, and it was a big deal, like, because obviously the cops could have been called, somebody could have been seriously hurt, it would have been on the news. The whole team got in trouble because we didn't tell our head coach. We told one of our side coaches. It's because we knew we were going to get in trouble. We didn't want to get anyone in deep trouble, so we ended up getting in trouble for that. Now, my opinion on the whole situation. Obviously, what ended up happening, because I know part of the story of what really happened, was the kid who showed up with his boys and his dad and his cousins to fight the one kid with his cousins, was because the kid tried picking a fight with one of them, and he ended up having his boys with him, so they had to back down. So one of the cousins told the kid that they would back him up. So they showed up to his house looking to fight, because obviously they tried to jump him to begin with. So in my opinion, were they wrong? In a way, they really weren't. But should this have turned out the way it did? No, it shouldn't have came down to this many kids, boys getting involved. If it was a problem, the two of them should have just talked about it. The two of them could have fought, or the dad could have been a dad and maybe not have been a gangster, which is what he was trying to do. He's trying to take matters into his own hands, and could have just talked to the kid one-on-one just to solve this whole problem. But what really honestly happened was, if a coach wouldn't have came, I don't believe anyone would have been shot. If someone was gonna get killed, it probably would have. If they really had intention of shooting somebody, they would have shot them down right on the spot. But what I do think is what would have happened was, there obviously would have been a fight. And obviously, we probably would have won because we all would have jumped in. But the matter got really out of hand. Like, say, if there was a fight and somebody got beat up, either this kid who brought his boys, or someone on the football team, the situation would have got worse, because the beef would have carried out even longer. Meaning that maybe somebody else would have brought a gun. Maybe someone actually would have gotten beaten. Maybe someone would have showed up to somebody's house and made something happen. Nothing good was coming out of the entire situation, which is never a good thing. So, in my opinion, in my opinion, everybody was wrong. The whole thing could have been avoided. Everyone that was involved in the incident pretty much played football for the most part. So if you're on a team, either JV or varsity, you shouldn't be fighting. You're both playing for the same cause, and that's to win. You need to come together to win. And for me, like I was just stunned by the whole matter. What I was stunned by the most was that a kid would show up with his dad with a gun, and I don't know. There's a couple guns, a car out front. It was just taken all out of hand. All to what? To stop a couple 17-year-olds from picking a fight or some kind of argument. It's just my opinion on it. Like I said, I'm gonna keep stressing this video. The whole thing could have been avoided, and the tip I could just give to you guys is, in my opinion, if you're involved in a situation like this, diffuse it one-on-one. There's no need to bring in this many people that had guns. And this team that we beat was, I believe, 22. They were 28-1. They were on a 28 win streak when we beat them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been cool, dude. And that is the end of my commentary, guys.